Here's the start of our problem. This is the word that I've got, auntie, and if you see here I can click on it and there's very few nodes around the outside edge. I've reduced them as much as I can to keep the integrity of it. I'll zoom in on the A. There are only 3 nodes on that. As you can see there, I hope you can see it. It's 1, 2, 3. Same here, there are only 2 nodes on that and about 5 or 6 on that one. The outside edge is actually relatively clean. Now, when I process it, in the settings box, speed of 30, power of 8%, cornering power of 8%, and overlaps 0.05 millimeters. That should be pretty much standard. Now, hit download the document. Now when I press start, see that's actually cuts individual line segments. And some of the lines actually don't join up. Now if I was to cut it again, the exact same file, it just goes to show that I'm not losing steps on the stepper motors. So we'll start that again, and it cuts exactly the same path. I haven't got the air assist on so that you can hear it a little bit better. And there's a little bit of wobble in the belt, but for all intents and purposes it's pretty much the same path. I'll try a different file. We'll go back into Corel. Now I've got one here with Andrew, which is a different font. I haven't changed this from previous versions. I think there's still Corel version 3. So we'll process this one. Use exactly the same speed settings, which is 38 and 8. Download to the human interface. Hit the start button. Actually I'll reset the datum point, the origin. Hit the start button. Try it with the air assist this time as well. Yeah, let's actually come back to the start again. So if I press start one more time, I'll show you it will actually follow exactly the same path. I don't know if you could hear me last time, but just looking at that, it does cut a little bit slightly different path, but it always comes back to the 0, position. It sort of looks like it loses steps, but if it went back to 0 then it wouldn't be. It just doesn't seem to process the file the same every time. And it should be one continuous path, not intermittent paths. I'll try this Andrew file again, but this time I'll slow the speed down. I'll take that down to 20. I'll leave the power on about 5, which may or may not cut all the way through, but that's not a problem. I'll try it without the air assist again and hit start. Cut the individual lines as usual.
For all intents and purposes, it's cutting exactly the same path again.
And back to 0. Yeah, it's pretty weird. It's a bit of a dilemma for me. Okay, here we go again. I've just done a series of rectangles, all individual ones. You can move them around, do whatever you want. Now, I'll select the whole lot, select world, and all fine. All individual nodes on the corners, no Bezier curves at all. And we select process for PHCAD. And there's our little file there. Speed 20, power 5. Download the document to the human interface. And when we select start again, we end up with individual lines. But it always comes back to the 0 mark. Now if I cut that exact same file again, you'll notice that each line starts and stops exactly in the same place as the previous one. All the lines are the exact right length they're supposed to be, they just don't join up. I don't know whether this is a hardware or a software fault. So what do you reckon? Any ideas? Any ideas will be good. Thanks.